Morbid for fun. Our boy Morbid for fun. If you're not subscribed to Morbid, then I don't know. You gotta subscribe. eBay's disturbing listings. Now, you guys know what's funny actually? So I've actually gotten scammed on eBay. I've gotten scammed. Yeah, I paid this dude like $50 to send me like a game and I never got it. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's just get to the video. That's basically all I wanted to say.
eBay has been around since September 3rd, 1995, with many people selling on the platform. There's no surprise that there's possibly millions of items sold each day, and a handful of those could be items that are out of
I'm not even about to say anything.
ordinary, such as serial killers' personal items or even haunted dolls. In today's video, we talk about the most disturbing items sold on eBay. Welcome back to
I feel like it should be illegal to sell, you know, like dead dolls or whatever it was, like chopped up dolls on eBay. It's kind of seems weird.
another video. Before this one starts, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my other social medias, but I really want to keep this intro short for you guys since you clicked for the video topic. So let's just get straight into it.
Let's go.
Murderabilia. Murderabilia or murderabilia refers to collectibles associated with murders, homicides, and individuals responsible or other violent crimes.
Okay, this is an interesting brand new terminology I'm learning about. Okay.
The term was coined by Andy Kahan, who serves as a director of the Crime Victims Office at the Houston Police Department. Collectors directly seek items that have a direct connection to murders, such as artifacts they owned or used, as well as items like artwork created by these individuals.
Yeah, but couldn't there be like a better hobby? Like, is that kind of a weird hobby? I don't know. It seems like a pretty weird hobby. Like,
Almost anything linked to mass murders or serial killers.
I feel like the stuff would be demonic, right? I feel like the stuff would be pretty demonic. I'm getting a knife that a serial killer from 1980 stabbed like 15 people with it. I feel like it'd be pretty weird. Insane riding. Wait, is it riding? Kinda is.
Including vehicles, weapons used in crimes, and even clothing worn during the commission of crimes
hell no.
can be sought after and treated.
I feel like one of these people is definitely freaky. They get like one of these clothing items, like this coat, and they just like have sex with it, or they have sex with it, or they have sex on it. One of the two.
In this market, some holy grails from this niche hobby are items such as Jeffrey Dahmer's real worn glasses, Jeffrey Dahmer's real urn, John Wayne Gacy's Pogo the Clown paintings and real clown suits, and most notably Ted Bundy's Volkswagen that carried multiple of his victims. As you can tell, this is a pretty weird.
How do the police not have that stuff? Like, did the police not seize that stuff? I'm pretty sure they should. You know what? Burn them? Yeah, I wouldn't want to have. I wouldn't want to have any of that stuff in. It seemed pretty demonic.
Hobby, and some people argue
insane.
that buying these items are low-key glorifying the killers, which is a very bad thing to do. However, the examples that I listed were not sold on eBay, but instead third-party sites and donated to museums. On eBay, you could find items such as real crime scene photos, signed serial items, and old newspapers talking about their crimes. But one specific sold eBay listing caught my attention, and it's this jacket that was allegedly worn by Jeffrey Dahmer. This item was sold on May 2nd, 2016 by eBay seller Plagal.
Oh my god, I can only imagine. Imagine they released this like after after the Dahmer series. Y'all remember when those girls was going crazy on TikTok talking about oh my god, Jeffrey Dahmer is so dreamy. You gotta understand, he had a terrible childhood. You really have to understand what he went through. Y'all remember all of that, right? Imagine if this jacket came out after that series. You know they'd be begging like daddy and mommy for their money to bid and buy this. You know for a fact.
41. The description reads, I was in the same class as Dahmer at Revere High in Bath, Ohio. In our senior year, I was in a comedy act in our varsity show at Revere and needed an
Yo, it's sold for $150.
Jacket for the sketch. Dahmer
that seems
loaned
pretty
me
cheap.
this one from his car. When I tried to return it after the show, he said to just keep it. He didn't want it back. Some of us remember him wearing this occasionally. This coat has been in my parents' home in Richfield, Ohio until last year when I sold the house. Now I'm selling it because no one in my family wants it around. The eBay listing was an auction and the winning bid for this jacket was $150. Giving the description the benefit of the doubt, this is a pretty chilling story. considering that Dahmer just gave them a free jacket. But is this story even true? Honestly, who knows? And
I was about to say, how do they know if that's real? Like, are they gonna test the DNA to make sure Dahmer's hair follicles hair follicles was inside of it? There's no way to test it. Shoot, hey, I don't know this was big, but I might have to post like a fake scam link saying like I got Jeffrey Dahmer's like goddamn socks or something like that. I might have to start doing that.
There's a good chance that this story is true. On Reddit, there was a discussion about this very jacket, talking about its authenticity. One Reddit user asked if there are any photos of Dahmer wearing that jacket, and it got a reply back from this Reddit user. The Reddit user said, both Dahmer and his former friends have said he often wore a standard army jacket in high school. On the page, this jacket was listed to be sold. The seller gave all sorts of verifying information except their name, which would be the most important to claim authenticity. They claim their name is included in the biography of Dahmer, but that could really be anybody and doesn't precisely authenticate the jacket's history without verification. It could be Dahmer's, or it probably isn't. Who the hell would hang on to a jacket for presumably 30 plus years? You can buy old army jackets at any thrift store. To my knowledge, there are no photos of—
Hey, now y'all know how to make a come up. You know what? I'm putting y'all on game. Do this for any serial killer. Do this for Dahmer. Cause I guarantee, bro, those girls they're still making fan edits and stuff of him. I guarantee. Do it, bro. Say you got like Dahmer's goddamn socks, bro. Say you got his shirts or something like that. Post it, bro. They're gonna believe it. They're gonna believe it.
Dahmer wearing the army jacket, though he's been depicted
I got William
as
Shakespeare's
wearing the
pen who
jacket
wants
in
it.
some of former friend Derf Backderf's art. There are several photos of him in this jacket, which is similar looking to an army jacket, but does not have the breast pockets, and includes a symbol on the left breast. He wore an army jacket while in the army, of course, and there is this picture wearing his jacket in the barracks. This does not line up with the original seller's story about the jacket from high school, of course.
The seller.
And additionally, Dahmer
The seller definitely got to come up.
After
He
returning
was
to
definitely
America
capping. He had to
from
be capping.
Germany. Sigh. I've done too much research on this dude over the years, so thanks for coming to my TED Talk. If anyone else wants to chime in with some speculations, please do so. From the looks of it, it seems that the Reddit user doesn't fully know if the story is true or not. But if this story is somehow true, then this makes this
Who got
eBay
some of
listing
Tommy's
pretty
afro
disturbing.
hair?
Ghost in a jar. On June 5th, 2003, a very strange eBay listing appeared on the site. This listing was allegedly selling a ghost which is trapped inside a jar. The description reads, back in the early 1980s,
50,000. What? Bro. I know for a fact somebody wasn't this stupid to buy this, right? There's no way somebody was this stupid to buy this. Hey, W hustle for the person who sold it. Gonna come up. Gonna come up. This is unreal. It wouldn't matter even if it is true. Even if it wasn't a haunted house. Or it wasn't a demonic house or a previous whatever. It's not worth that.
Well, out metal detective.
It's 50K in 2003, 03?
Abandoned cemetery.
It's probably like
with
100,
the foundation
125K
of a
now.
home site or church or something nearby. While searching around the foundation, my detector indicated there was something in the ground close by the southwest corner of the foundation.
Elon Musk mine it?
After digging down about 2 feet, my shovel struck a wooden box that had nearly rotted out. The metal hinges and hasp were about all that was left of it. I thought I had discovered a fortune. Boy, did that ever turn out to be wrong. There were 2 jars and an old journal in the box. The jars had some strange writing and symbols on them. While getting the jars out of the ground, I dropped one and it broke.
Why do people believe this? Because back then they couldn't verify stuff like this compared to how we could now. Like, if we see this, we're like, no shit, it's fake. But back then it's like, oh, believe it. I mean, we're gonna believe it. Of course we're gonna believe it. It's the internet. Why would somebody lie? Why would somebody lie online? And do you believe in ghosts, Tommy? I don't know, actually. I need real proof. Okay, if there's gonna be ghost footage coming out every day, I need 8K footage of it. Just once, please, once. If not, no.
A black mist or something seeped out of it. I finally talked to someone who is versed in these things and has told me that the only way to get rid myself of this thing was to pass the unopened jar onto someone else. Therefore, I am
What?
offering it to you. If you dare, the ghost in the jar. With it, I am sure you will be getting the black thing also. If you are brave enough to want this, bid to your heart's desire. Right off
This is like a creepypasta-esque story. This is like something I would fall for when I was 12. The fact that an actual real adult bought this and believed this
But this sounds very sketchy and is
Isn't this just
probably
the movie
not
it follows?
real. But what's
Probably
even
is.
stranger is that somebody actually bidded in this auction, and the winning bid was $50,922. Now keep in mind, just because you win an auction, it doesn't mean you have to buy it. So
Oh,
there was
okay.
a winning bid for $50K, but there's a chance that the bid was fake, and they never actually bought the ghost in the jar. Now there really isn't more information about the ghost in the jar, but I did find one more thing, and that there's a book about this jar called Ghost in a Jar, the story by Tommy Johnson and the Black Thing, the eBay sensation that rocked the internet and captured the imaginations
Okay,
of
for something that's an eBay sensation, this is my first time hearing this. eBay sensation? Maybe the person that made the book did that, like, bidded themselves. Maybe he's right, and then they just wanted to, like, make controversy and then make the book to make money.
millions of people around the
Things
world.
being in a jar
Readers must
now
decide for
traumatized me.
themselves whether the ghost in the jar is a hoax or one of the most disturbing paranormal cases ever recorded. Look, I am not gonna bother to buy the book and read it, but I assume that this story is fake. However, there was
Definitely
a real
fake.
listing of this supposedly ghost in a jar. But what do you guys think? Is this a real ghost or is it just a hoax? Creepy haunted dolls. For this entry, I will be
Yeah, I don't know why people would ever, like, I don't even know. I remember when I was younger, we had, like, a doll in our house. And I swear on everything, that shit at night moved from one corner to the other. We threw that bitch out the next day. We threw that bitch out. I don't know how it got there. Okay, I was a kid. But me and my brother were like, wait, how did it went from there to there. How did it do? I kicked that shit out. It got thrown away. Thrown away. Annabelle?
talking about different listings of dolls. Some are just creepy, while some are allegedly haunted. First doll I want to talk about is this doll with burnt out eyes. This
Ew.
doll was sold on eBay on August 26, 2013.
I hate
It was
dolls and
listed for
mannequins.
auction, starting price $29.99, but nobody bidded. The description reads, "This listing is for a 10-inch absolute creepy baby doll that I found in the bottom of the South River while out kayaking a few months ago. It was found about 5 feet away from a backpack filled with clothes but no ID, and was sitting there for God only knows how long, as the material of the clothing all but completely fell apart while lifting it. This is by far one of the creepiest dolls I've ever seen.
Cement
And
filled
there have
doll.
been times that I've entered the room that she is displayed in, and she seems to be positioned differently at least once a week. Whether you're using
Wow.
this as a Halloween
You
prop,
have any footage proof of it? Like any footage? Oh, you don't? You don't? Okay. Okay then.
or just have a fancy for the ultra creepy,
Doll looks like
please get
Orlando
this thing
Brown.
out
What
of
is
my
that supposed to
house.
mean?
I'll even include free shipping as thanks for doing so. Thanks for looking and good luck bidding. Like I've mentioned, nobody participated in this auction and this doll was never sold. Another doll that was sold on
Ew! No, that shit is haunted. Never mind. This one, no, I don't care what anybody says. This is 100% haunted. This doll right here, it's haunted, bro. That ugly thing on my face. If I see this thing move like at night, like in the middle of the night, just start running towards me, smacking it.
eBay is this haunted bartender doll.
Is that Mr.
The
Mosby?
item sold on May 7th, 2014 for $90. The description reads, "This battery-operated bartender
gonna
doll comes from a collection of
open the
haunted
box and take your
items
soul?
that have been given to me to sell for a friend. My friend had a relative pass away recently, and this deceased woman was heavily involved in the occult. She was a witch of dark magic from
jump scare?
Lilydale, New York. Lilydale is a town close to where I live. That is an area that many people of whom are psychics or witches live. It is very famous for those residents. I am told that this item apparently moves on its own, even though it has no batteries in it. It's old and in rough, creepy shape. Honestly, it just gives me the creeps, and I don't like the energy it gives off." Finally, the last doll that I want to talk about is this
Black
John
Mr.
Wayne
Rogers?
Gacy with
Yeah, GG's. This is haunted. This is haunted. Haunted. Why would you even? Oh no. Why is he holding a child? Wrap it up.
victim doll. John was known for making paintings in jail and even sold a few while he was locked up. The most famous painting he painted was the infamous Pogo the Clown painting, which is a self-portrait of John in his iconic clown outfit. He even painted other things such as paintings from Disney movies. Something that I want to note is that this doll was not made by John Wayne Gacy. It was made by a local folk artist. The doll was sold on eBay for $275 on October 21st,
Okay, a little bit of a bag.
The
A little
description
bit.
reads, John Wayne Gacy doll 12 inches tall, hand painted by a local folk artist, and the face glows in the dark. Make me an offer. Once again, this is not a creation from John, but the
Bro
main
was a
reason
politician
why
too.
I wanted to mention this doll was because I actually got into contact with the seller. I asked them for more
Whoa.
information on the John doll, which they said they
Hey, Morbid, man, you gotta be careful, bro. It might be GG's.
do not have. I think they
Yeah, I'd rather
misunderstood
not.
me because I didn't ask if they had one now, because I was referring to the one they sold back in 2015. The seller also said this, I have a Pogo the Clown Gacy painting that's painted in blood. The story goes,
Whatever, up the
I
price more,
purchased
not
a
gonna
set
lie.
of embalming tools from a retired doctor of Stateville Correctional Center, EI, where John Wayne Gacy was imprisoned and executed. He also gave me a vial of dried up blood, claiming it belonged to John Wayne Gacy from the autopsy. There is zero proof that this is legit, but the story was amazing, so I recreated the Pogo picture using the oxidized blood for the red colors. Just curious, whom did you hear about this from? This really interested me because I only asked information about the doll, and yet the seller told me that they have a painting of Gacy allegedly painted with his blood. Once again,
Yeah, I don't know who. Who is coming up with this story? Who is making up this story? See, they're doing too much now. That's how you know it's fake.
allegedly, but I was not expecting them
What
to
makes
tell
you
me
do
a
that?
whole story, which, not gonna lie, it is pretty interesting.
Do whatever you want
if
with the
this
price.
is
Nobody's
true.
gonna buy it anyways.
18th century child coffin. This coffin listing ended on eBay on November 3rd, 2013, listed at $1,200.
Damn!
But nobody bid it in the auction.
Oh.
The title of this listing was titled 18th Century Child's Coffin. The description
Okay.
of the item reads, Blank has sold this 7 times. Everyone keeps bringing it back to her, so she asked me to list this on my computer store. She does not have the internet. Each owner has complained of things happening that did not happen before their purchase. Things falling off the walls, shelves, the TV changing by itself, turning on and off on its own.
See, me personally, I see the little ghost kid. I'm gonna be like, hey, don't act up, buddy. Don't act up. Does something dumb. I'm gonna show him real parental punishment. Real parental punishment.
Lights flickering, and so on. Your
Only
typical
1200?
poltergeist behavior.
I mean, it's an 1800s coffin. I'm assuming you can't bury anybody in that.
It is a child after all. Now, we don't know if the coffin is really haunted or not, but I don't think that this item is actually haunted. Sure, it is creepy that you're selling a child's coffin in the first place, but I just find this one harder to believe. What do you guys think? I wish I could find more answers to this item, such as by messaging the seller, but when I go to their page, it says that this user is no longer registered.
It's just a regular coffin. Be real. It's definitely a regular coffin.
So we've reached a dead end. Celebrities' personal
Ghost fucking
items.
up your Warzone
It's no
clips?
surprise that people try to sell celebrities' personal items on eBay.
No, this is so common. I remember, like, I forgot. I think it was like a month ago. Somebody tried to sell like Playboy Cardi's lollipop for like 50,000 on eBay. I don't know if anybody bought it. Actually, you know what? No one Cardi's fans. Yeah, somebody probably bought it. Somebody probably bought it.
Has chewed gum from Britney Spears, Scarlett Johansson's
That's so
snotty
odd.
tissue, Justin Timberlake's French
Tissue?
toast, etc.
Bro.
But which celebrity has the weirdest personal item sold on eBay? Well,
Yo,
that-
some of these celebrity women, they can make a bag if they start selling like their panties or something like that. They could lie and even say it's just used, bro. They could make a fucking bag if they do that.
award goes to William Shatner.
Weird ass
In
fans.
case you do not know who that is, William Shatner is a renowned Canadian actor with a career that has spanned 7 decades. He gained widespread recognition for his iconic role as James T. Kirk in the Star Trek franchise. Shatner first portrayed Captain Kirk in the 1966 debut of the TV series and continued his role until his final appearance in the 7th Star Trek film, Star Trek
There's
Generations.
7 Star Treks? Dude, I've never even seen a single Star Trek ever. I really don't understand it.
So what was his personal item that was sold on eBay? Believe it or not, it was actually his kidney stone. In 2006, William underwent
Ew!
to remove a kidney stone. Rather than discarding it, William decided to auction off the kidney stone for charity. The stone was put
Okay,
up
it's a good cause at least. It's a good cause, I guess. Maybe you could have sold like your shirt or something, like your shirt, maybe an item you did from one of the Star Trek movies, but You know what? At least it's a good cause.
For sale on eBay, and the proceeds from the auction
Chaos
went to
Emeralds?
Habitat for Humanity, a non-profit organization that builds affordable housing for those in need.
Okay.
The unusual auction gained attention and became a topic of discussion in the media. Ultimately, the kidney stone was sold for $25,000, and the funds contributed to a charitable cause. Although this is an extremely weird item to sell, at least it was for a good cause. But that leads me to one final question. Who on earth would pay $25,000 for a kidney stone? Well, an online casino called Golden Palace bought the kidney stone. The casino is known for its eccentric and unconventional marketing strategies, often involving the
selling a
purchase
jar of
of
nut.
unusual items or engaging in attention-grabbing
Did I just see Britney Spears' pregnancy test?
stunts for promotional purposes. In this case of Shatner's kidney stone, Golden Palace saw an opportunity to gain publicity while contributing to a charitable cause, as the proceeds from the auction went to Habitat for Humanity. This casino
Weird
has
people.
a huge collection of weird items, such as Michael Jackson's miniature racetrack, driver license from a theme park, a jar with Brad Pitt and Jolie's molecules. The casino paid a
Okay, how is this even possible? There are molecules? There are molecules? What did they do? Like scoop up the air when they were in the air, like next to them, and then jar it? Molecules?
woman $15,000 to legally change her name to Golden
Dead skin
Palace,
cells?
and they bought a grilled cheese sandwich with the Virgin Mary's face on it for $28,000.
I can't even see. It looks more like Marilyn Monroe. I don't see Mary.
Which was also sold on eBay. They truly buy the weirdest things on the internet. And that is the end of the most disturbing items sold on eBay. Thank
interesting.
you guys for watching till the end of this video, and go comment down below if you think these listings are real. I mean, they are real listings.
They're very
actually
weird.
Posted on eBay.
You know what? Make sure y'all go check out Morbid, man. Yo, those were very odd selections. So yeah, really. Honestly don't know what to say. If you're watching this on the tube, join the Discord.